Meet Wolf, a dog who has every reason to hate humans, yet somehow still chooses love. When rescuers first found him, no one could believe what they were seeing. Wolf was lying at a garbage dump, tossed away like trash. His mouth was tightly sealed with tape, and his legs were tied together with rough wire. He couldn't bark. He couldn't even cry for help. All he could do was look up with tired, pleading eyes that said, "Please don't leave me here." He was barely breathing, his body trembling from pain and exhaustion. The rescuers rushed him to the vet right away. As soon as the tape was cut off, Wolf did something that broke everyone's heart. He immediately tried to drink water. He drank desperately, like he hadn't had a drop in days. He was starving, dehydrated, and terrified. X-rays revealed the awful truth. His back leg was broken. No wonder he couldn't stand. The vet confirmed he had suffered both physical abuse and starvation. It wasn't just neglect. Someone had done this to him intentionally. The team reported the case to the police. No one could understand how a dog could end up in such a state. But then, the heartbreaking truth came out. Wolf wasn't a stray. He actually had a home. He had lived with a family for 7 long years. He had trusted them, loved them, waited by the door every day for affection. And yet, one day, after being left for days without food, he made a mistake. He stole a small piece of bread. Just one bite. That tiny act of hunger was what they called his crime. For that, they beat him, tied him up, taped his mouth shut so he couldn't cry, and threw him away like garbage. Even after all that cruelty, Wolf didn't grow bitter. He didn't grow angry. The rescuers noticed it right away. He wasn't aggressive or scared of people. Instead, he was gentle. When someone reached out to pet him, he leaned his head softly into their hands, closing his eyes as if to say, "Thank you for being kind." His healing journey began slowly. Every day was a test of strength, both for Wolf and his caretakers. His broken leg needed careful treatment, but surgery was risky. The vets decided to start with non-invasive therapy, hoping his body could heal naturally. If that didn't work, they were ready for an operation. And if even that failed, they promised to fit him with a custom wheelchair so he could move freely again. The first few weeks were hard. Wolf was weak. His appetite came and went, and some days he barely moved at all. But the team never gave up. They sat with him for hours, fed him by hand, talked to him gently, and gave him small reasons to hope again. And then one morning, something changed. Wolf lifted his head, wagged his tail, and tried to move on his own. With a small cart supporting his body, he took his first shaky steps. The rescuers watched in silence, hearts pounding, and then tears filled their eyes. Wolf was moving again. Even with the cart, his happiness was clear. He rolled across the ground with his tail wagging nonstop. It was like he'd rediscovered the joy of being alive. And when they took him outside for the first time in weeks, he looked up at the sky as if seeing freedom again. Over time, Wolf's strength returned. The treatments worked better than anyone expected. His leg healed little by little. He began standing on his own, first for seconds, then minutes. And then one unforgettable day, he took a full step without any help. Everyone in the room cried that day. After all the pain, after everything he had suffered, Wolf had done it. He was walking again. Now, months later, Wolf's transformation is nothing short of amazing. His fur has grown thick and shiny. His tail wags nonstop. He runs, plays, and greets everyone with a gentle smile. The scars are still there, reminders of a cruel past, but they no longer define him. Today, Wolf isn't a victim, he's a survivor. A symbol of strength, forgiveness, and hope. Despite everything humans did to him, he still trusts people. He still loves with his whole heart. His rescuers often say, "Wolf taught us something we'll never forget. Even the most broken hearts can heal with love." If Wolf's story touched your heart, please give this video a like or share it with someone who believes in second chances. Because sometimes one act of kindness can turn a life of pain into a story of hope. And Wolf is living proof of that.